Dear ones, I am the Archangel Michael. Once again we have been attempting to bring the consciousness of each of you into the experience of ascension. This is not an easy or simple process. Many other beings in the universe have gone through this process as energy, as soul, not as consciousness embodied in a physical body. I can only tell you that this is also part of the project. Let us say it will be an experience that will be portrayed throughout the universe. It is an evolution that no longer requires all souls to be released from their bodies for an orb to ascend dimensionally. Many cannot understand what is happening. It seems that their world has suddenly become one big chaos, like a bomb about to explode. I can tell you that nothing that is happening in your world is new, it is unheard of. Let's say that it has always happened, but out of interest, it was never shown, never confirmed. But now there is no more hiding anything. Everything is being revealed, and for you, it seems that everything is new, that everything has intensified, that people have lost their way. Talking a little bit about energy, a lot of dust is in the air, a lot of dirt are in the air. So the very environment that you are living in is heavy, dense, extremely inviting of negative energies because they are being released. And what happens? Energies of the same vibration come together. So many are being led to act somewhat against society because the intensity of who they are and what is around them is leading to this. The light that is arriving has exactly its role to bring out all that was hidden and all that was denied, all that was masked and that now appears so easily. And why is this? Sloppiness, pacts, agreements. There would be too many words to explain what is happening. Let's say that once the light arrives, the agreements are being broken, and that calm, that supposed neutrality, is ending. Everyone sees their own side of what they are losing. So they rebel and act. Many might tell me that the world is more violent, that people are out of balance, and I will agree. And why is this happening? Because these people are not able to handle the light. The light bothers them and is liberating them from who they really are. The masks have come off. So no one is actually changing. Everyone is being what they genuinely have always been, but they were masked. They kept other behaviors so that they could engage the people around them in the lie. But now they show themselves to be true. Many are influenced by words, by concepts, by people who incite these attitudes, and their consciences enjoy what they hear and act according to what has been said. It is trendy to be reactive. It is trendy to be violent because it shows power, courage, and it also shows the lack of acceptance of the role of women in this whole context. The feminine power, energetically speaking, is at the summit, because it will be this power that will prevail in this whole process, and this is not being well accepted by those who have always subjugated, diminished, or undervalued women. So there is rebellion, and there is violence. My brothers, no change is simple or easy. Every movement needs transformations. There must be liberation, and there must be the truth. So the masks are falling off. It is as if many humans were little monsters, dressed in human skin. But this skin is falling off, and they are truly showing what they are, all serving the non-light. So my brothers, how to live in a world like this? Don't look at your surroundings. Vibrate light, that's it. If you look around, believe, fear, and connect with that energy, you will be sucked into it. For it is now becoming the peak of desperation. the peak of what they believe they need to do to disrupt the whole process. And the easiest, simplest way is to frighten everybody, is to bring despair, is to bring lack of faith, is to bring lack of trust. And for many, they are succeeding because many are looking to their surroundings, when the time now is to look to yourself, to your journey, not to your surroundings. Each one of you needs to look within and find your way. Now let it be very clear, this path is not in the middle of this mass. This mass vibrates negatively, it vibrates very low. If you are seeking to find a way through this mass, then you are vibrating like it. So the path to be taken is never in the middle of the mass. It is way up there because you are vibrating light, isn't it? If you are vibrating light, the path is clean, enlightened, opened up, and blossoming. Because you are vibrating light, you are vibrating much higher than this mass. So why fear? Why think that the mass will swallow you up? Why think that the mass will hit you? Another interesting point: you are afraid, and you fear for those around you. So I tell you, the time has come for each of you to make your choice. It was said here long ago that you would have to make certain choices and decisions. Either you choose to ascend or you choose to stand with those who don't want to ascend. It is a decision. Now do not forget one important point, that each one of you who vibrates light, by elevating yourself in relation to that mass, elevates those around you too. So the more light you vibrate, the more people around you you will help, and the more people around you will be able to attract or push them away, attract them to the light, and push them away from that mass. So you are already playing your part. You are acting as a pillar of light. So I will come back to the question, why the fear? Why look at that mass? You need to look at a path of light, of blossoming and beauty. Because if you are vibrating light, those are the paths that will appear upon you. They will never be paths within that mass. Then you are not vibrating light. My brothers, we have said this here continually, it is needed for each of you now to look within, for each of you to increase your light quotient, for each of you to increase your vibration, for each of you to follow within the precepts of the light in order to go out and to move further and further away from the mass. I have already said this here too, they are two poles in opposite directions. If you vibrate light, you are attracted by the light, and everything around you becomes light. Your paths become light. Now if you turn in the other direction, and you start looking at that negative mass, you are also attracted to it, because you have looked at it, you have connected with it, so it starts pulling you in. Now, which way do you go? Which is stronger, the negative mass or the light? Both are powerful. It is you that will define which way you go, not them. Your choices, your behavior, your words, and your thoughts will define in which direction you will go. We are separating the wheat from the chaff. So which direction do you choose? You choose the light. But do you act like it? It's funny, I hear many here saying, I choose the light. I choose the light. But you continue to discriminate, you continue to judge, you continue to criticize, you continue to be absorbed by this mass that is there. Have you chosen the light, or are you looking into the mass? Your mind and your ego say that you have chosen the light. Now your heart says the opposite, because your actions are not compatible with the light. If you think that your way of thinking, your way of speaking, of acting is correct, and you follow everything that is not pertinent to the light, you are making a choice. And that is perfect, because it was your choice. The light is still there. At any time you decide to change your mind, it is still there. It will never abandon you. Now everything depends on your will, on your choice. My brothers, we are not joking here. Do understand once and for all. It is you who make the choices, not us. A being can have 10 masters around him, a dozen angels, many spiritual guides, and be going in the opposite direction. There is nothing we can do, because it is your choice. It is free will. We are still masters. The angels are still your angels. The guides are still your guides. But unfortunately, we have moved away because you are going in the opposite direction, and there is nothing we can do. There are no miracles, my brothers, there are choices. Is the path difficult? Yes, but the choice has to be made. Because if the choice is made from the heart, we are there by your side, helping you as much as possible to make the journey a little lighter, giving you guidance, bringing good ideas. This we can do. If it didn't, there would be no need for this whole process that happened on the planet. Of course, it has power, but I always like to remember evil is on the other side of the door. It only comes in if you open it. It's your choice to open the door for it or not. So, always choices, and I sincerely hope that every day you look in the mirror and realize how much you still need to change to fully follow the path of light. How much? A little, a lot, it doesn't matter. At least you've made a choice. You are doing the right thing. You are trying, and it gives you direction. Slips, falls, there will be many, but you will always get up and continue in the direction of the light or not. You can make a new choice. So my brothers and sisters, look inside yourself and forget what is outside. You attract what you vibrate. If you are vibrating light, love, harmony, that is what you will attract. Anything else that lowers your energy connects you to that mass, and then anything can happen. Thank you for watching my channel.